like right in there.
Yo, Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You like to the Big Frank in the morning. What it is, what's up? I pray all is well with you guys. Listen, it's going down this morning. How you feeling this morning? Get my girl Jay Cherie, Dark Knight is in the room. What it is, what's up?
I'm good. It's about to be a very energetic 2 hours.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I had a good weekend. Had the Zeta sneaker ball.
Mm-hmm. I seen y'all. I said okay.
So somebody did post a video of us strolling.
I said okay.
So I was like, oh, okay, there's evidence of how hard I was going. Okay. It's kind of hoping.
I said, go ahead.
But no, it was just good. It was the cheering in the background. Okay, Jeff! I'm like, oh, okay, that's on video. Look at there. But no, it was a good weekend.
What you do over the weekend?
I worked. That's all I did.
Say less. Weekend was real. It was full. Hey, it was busy.
I'm cussing.
Pretty Sunday. I said I was tired after that. It was a tiring weekend for me. I'm grateful, but tiring. But listen, when we get back, we're getting into BGC, Bigger Chronicles, right here on 5716. Your boy Big Frank. Good morning. It's currently 14 minutes past the top of the hour. It is 17 degrees on the outside. The traffic is doing what it's doing. I'm gonna figure that out one day. Let's go down right here on 5716, Big Frank in the morning.
Got me messed up. Will Smith did not apologize. Say Will Smith apologizes in emotional acceptance speech after slapping Chris Rock. Yeah, lie. Actually, I don't know if it happened or not. I ain't watched it.
Yeah, but I feel like his apology. I apologize to the Oscars.
Oh no, he said what he said. Will said what he said.
Yes,
he did what he did. But I get it. Like I'm not excusing his behavior. I don't believe that you ever should get on. And we obviously gonna talk about it right now. But I don't ever believe that you should get up and smack somebody. Like I don't ever believe that. I understand the human side of it because we have all been at that place in life.
You ain't going to jail. Enough of me. Listen, your human side is costing you today. But definitely.
Where you want to smack the crap out of somebody. No,
I feel like I get it, but then I feel like
I'm not saying it's okay.
Yeah, but number one, listen. Everybody want to laugh until it's your turn to be chosen. Okay, all situations is funny. Everybody comments and commentary is all joke and laugh. You just mad because hit home today. Okay, I hear you. I get you, but listen, please. Somebody says, man, that's why people.
Morning, Sharita.
There's a cost to being a comedian. Comedy has truths to them. It's not just the right place.
But that's the thing. I feel like Chris Rock took it as a moment to be as a moment to be a comedian, and there's gonna be another Chris Rock special because of this.
Chris Rock still gonna talk about it. It don't matter.
He's gonna talk about she's gonna talk about the joke. He's gonna talk about Will. He's gonna add to the set.
He gonna laugh about the slap.
Morning, Mia.
I was morning.
Like I said, I don't condone it. Like I know.
Look, everybody's trying to block Kanye. Block Will. You know. So I'm just doing that.
You and the Kanye. I'm gonna need you to not be a Kanye defender today. I'm just saying.
No.
With Kanye's behavior,
he's doing very well. Him and Kim have went out to watch Saint play soccer. That's co-parenting with no criminal activity. She didn't die. She didn't get cut. She had to transition to the other world. I'm just being messy.
You really are. Like you being super messy right now. But no, in no way do I condone putting your hands on somebody unless they put their hands on you first. Like I don't. I mean, I can say that as somebody who used to put hands on you first. Like, oh, you got something. I have been Will. Like I have literally been Will Smith. Like, oh, you run your mouth, dead silent, courtesy laugh, and then walk up to you and punch me in your face. I have been that person. So that's why I said, like, Will Smith has legit displayed his humanity, and the only difference between us and Will Smith is that his was on camera. Like, so I get it. I don't justify it. I don't say it's okay. But I understand having a human moment and getting caught on camera. I get that. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, my addressing, I'm a little different. I'm just not. I'm just like, I'm gonna try my best not to give the war ammo against me. But I'm not saying I'm not gonna do nothing, but I'm just gonna say, hey, listen, it's a whole backstage. It's a whole. All right, I'll be back, y'all. We got this little break. All right,
I want all the smoke. All right.
Daniel said he wants all the smoke.
I'm about to get it. After this one, Will Smith, Smith's gonna be looking for me. Okay. Gonna be looking for me like, yo, Dario, I need to slap you. Okay.
But like, I give props to Tyler Perry and Denzel Washington, more specifically Denzel Washington, for trying to restore him.
He said, my man said this would either make or break Bel-Air for real.
Like, I give Denzel super props for trying to restore him. Like, as like black man to black man, like, look, when you at your highest point in life, this is what it is. See this for what it is. You were at one of the greatest moments of your life. You have been working towards an Oscar your whole life. You were kind of gypped with the pursuit of happiness, but here's the highlight of your life. Of course, the enemy is gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is you having a human moment, but I'm gonna still restore you as a black man.
Gotcha.
And that's why I respected that. I'm like, I get it. You was like, yo, bruh, man, just had a moment. Let me go talk to my friend real quick. Yeah.
I got words.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he called the show.
Good morning.
Like you trifling your wife, mama trifling.
I'm just like, that's a lot of.
Got a lot of.
He snapped.
That's all right.
He literally snapped. Like,
if he was gonna snap on Chris Rock, he should have snapped on his wife when his wife had his nigga.
All right, come on, you said today. Y'all heard me display from the wrong person. You're not mad at me. You're mad at me. I'm upset. You upset? You don't want to punch. You want to punch her? You choose me today? I'm upset. I'm not condoning domestic disputes.
I ain't even talking about hitting her. I was saying you ain't see that mad when she cheated on you. You wasn't mad. You went on the red table and cried.
oh no, he was mad.
I'm just
Y'all
saying.
saw the year after fact of the red table.
I'm just saying, you spent all that time to go outside and do all this Disney stuff. After Chris Rock said that he should have went outside and did some more Disney stuff. Doesn't mean you want to be upset. That's all I'm saying.
No, because even at the red table, he said like they got into it.
Like after the joint,
y'all just didn't see the personal argument.
Even worse, because when Chris Rock was like, "Yo, man, I feel bad for you, bro." Like, in the beginning when he first found out about it, you got over it. You thought you was cool with it, so he was like, "Ah, you cool with it?" So joke about it. It wasn't even that serious.
Right.
You ain't slapped nobody else that talking about your wife.
But I think it was more than just.
Like I said, I'm trying to hold myself together.
I honestly do think.
2 second line to show your whole into
So the whole time.
It was more than I really do think it was just more than like it was a breaking. Like he broke. Like that was just it for him. Like I really do feel like you know what this is it.
I'm
like,
just saying, Chris Rock done had a divorce, half lost his kids, buying food for both houses.
Chris Rock lost his kids because he lost his marriage because he cheated.
What if Chris Rock would have broke?
Right.
What if he would have slapped Will too? Would have punched Will right back.
It would have been like people wrong. That's what it would have been.
Broke right there too. I've been dealing with stuff too. But no, I didn't take it out on nobody. I did a comedy special on Netflix. That's what I did.
The comedies? That's
a comedy special on Netflix. And I dug it deep out of myself, and I found the reality of it, and I understand, and I'm better now. That's what Will Smith should have did. Once again, I'm trying to hold myself.
I don't agree because Chris Rock is the reason why he got a divorce. He cheated. Like he cheated, and he admitted to being a terrible husband. So like, if you're a terrible husband and you're cheating, then it's your fault that you got a divorce.
I'm not even about to turn this on Chris Rock like that. He's the victim. Okay, today.
No, I'm just saying what
all I'm saying is Chris Rock is he got. What I'm trying to say is he might have had his own trauma with that. He ain't snapped on nobody. But Smith ain't even lose no money.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna hold you. Listen, if my Chrissy Rock, blood,
he's better than me.
There's video evidence. I'm scared for my life. That wherever I may go, he might be there. I'm terrified. This is assault. break down and or not. Okay. This is also not defamation of character. That's not really legit. But this is also causing rumors of conversation. Okay, making it hard to live. Give me my 1.5 million. Let's make this slap cost me. Okay, please. All you got, not all you got, 5 million. Right.
I'm like 1.5 million is gone.
Right.
So
get my 100.
Drop my ducats in the bucket. Okay. Yeah, thank you so very much.
Drop that. Thank you. I just go to my kids anyway.
So for the people who are watching, how do you feel about this mag? We want to talk about it on the radio, but since it's out here,
I'm gonna try my hardest not to use the N-word.
You're giving that thing a bigger round of applause.
Okay.
That is crazy.
It's gonna fester in here, Tyler.
It's going to fester.
I mean, like I said, there's no excuse. I will never give Will a pass for smacking somebody without hitting him first. But I understand the breakdown and the snap. I do. Like,
my thing is, on TV, we two black men on TV. We both talk about black people needing to do this, that, and the third, and then you gonna blame this on how you feel mentally. No.
But when he said how he felt mentally, I'm just gonna say this because it was more so in regards to his position as playing Richard, who was considered the crazy black father in the film. Well, you tap into that, which now puts a light for you to have to protect your family to another degree because you learned something. I get it. But listen, nigga, please. No, that wasn't an apology to nobody, please. But not for real. I'm not. You ain't gonna sit here and do that. You did what you did. Hold that smoke and keep moving.
Sharita said that was a bit much. Will Smith needs some emotional intelligence. That was bad. Yeah, I mean, and I agree. I feel like you shouldn't have smacked nobody or smack nobody. I totally get that. Like, what I'm saying is, I understand the mental health portion of it, where you just snap. I get it. I'm not condoning it. Was like I said in the beginning, I will not condone hitting somebody who has not hit you first. But as somebody who has had some mental health challenges and has snapped on people, I get the mental capacity of it.
Words.
I just don't condone it. I'm not saying slap on, Will, slap on. I'm just saying when you have a mental break, you are beyond your mind. You just be like, I'm sick, snapped. That it was a case of black man snapped at the Oscars.
Jay Shree, it's on you.
What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is Big Girl Chronicles. And okay.
Keep going.
And on this marvelous Monday, we are obviously going to talk about what do you do when you are faced with adversity publicly. So for those who do not know exactly what I'm talking about, we are talking about the situation that happened with William Smith and Chris Rock. And as much as we are all opinionated about what exactly has happened on, at the Oscars and things like that, watching this situation happen made me wonder, how do we often respond when challenged publicly? Because we have all been in a position where we have wanted to smack the life out of somebody. But the point is, even with this case with Will Smith, I feel like because of his own mental space and where he was, he felt like, enough is enough and I'm gonna snap him. But we have to, as my sister said, gain emotional intelligence and understand, like, you cannot be governed by your emotions. And when you are challenged publicly, whether you are at your workplace, because trust me, I'm gonna be honest with you, as a preacher of this gospel, I wanted to smack some people. Yes, I said that on the radio, but God has kept me in his mighty hand. But you have to get to the place where you have to understand this is your point of weakness and address the issue at the root and not act out in your emotions. And unfortunately, with Will Smith, he acted out in his emotions. Do I judge him? No. Do I understand his mentality from a psychological point of view? Yes, I do. But I do not condone acting a fool on national TV because you was in your feelings. we have to get to the place where we grow up, everybody, and understand that, yes, people are going to offend you. People are going to talk about you. People going to say what they say, and they're going to mean what they say. But it's up to you to be the mature one and understand that you are better than this. You are greater than this. And you are going to get past this moment and not be on TV looking like a fool. In this edition of Big Girl Chronicles, I admonish you to really explore your triggers and the things that will cause you to want to snap and get to the root of those and heal before you end up on public display.
You grow up.
Because you're beautiful.
Absolutely.
You're intelligent. And you're graceful.
Right.
But we can't be smacking.
No, facts. When we get back, people. When we get back, we're gonna use the question today. I put up. This is gonna just go right into it. How far will you go for love? Okay, we're gonna talk about it. We'll get into it because I got something to say.
Yeah.
My wife asked me a question last night. Now, babe, if somebody says something disrespectful to me, you gonna punch me in the face? No. Good. No, I'm not. Really? No. Okay. I'm gonna address them. And I told her what I would do. I'm not gonna say that on the radio. Okay. But just know that I will address it accordingly. I'm not gonna always make a public situation. You know, they got goons. I don't have to. I'm about to send my goons. No, goons just sit. Okay? Don't worry about it. It's going down. Be free in the morning right here on fire. 716. Let's go. Let's get it. My personal thing too, Jada sent him. I don't believe the officer did not go on his own volition. Okay? I believe that Jada, after she rolled her eyes and crossed her arms, she linked her hand and said, "You're not gonna do nothing." He's already been through enough.
Of course, this would fall on the woman.
Okay?
Of course. We will angle this that this is falling on the woman. Because
of
course.
Watch
It's
this.
not that he's lacking emotional intelligence or
because
he's not
Will laughed at the joke as well. Ha! And it wasn't until Jada.
Have you ever not laughed before you knocked somebody out? Because I have.
But it wasn't until Jada rolled her eyes.
This is such a dude.
Repostured herself.
Because
that's not, you kicked off. I forgot. Because just talk relationship, you know, everything good Gucci until you see, oh no, that didn't hit. I ain't got no beef with it. It's just Tommy's joke. But it hit my spouse a little bit different. Let me go ahead and readjust the situation. Because I gotta make sure that my house is good and Gucci. I'm just telling you. You got to analyze the clip.
That's such a dude move.
No, it's not.
That is such a dude move. Because it's Jada's fault because she looked upset so well now Will has to defend it. Or Will was just tired of people talking crap.
No, because listen, let's just take this for those who if somebody disrespects your spouse, men we just handle things a little bit different off grip. Alright? So whatever. But when we realize that the impact it had on the person that we're connected to, then my response is different. So it's not like she to blame, but when she rolled eyes and readjusted, it had no spurt. Say less. Let me go adjust the situation. Let me help you.
But when she rolled her eyes and crossed her arms, he could have been like, "Babe, I'll deal with this later." He did not have to get up and smack him. So that's the dude. That's that. But that's still because Jada was irritated. He got up there and smacked him.
No, that's the whole point of the whole apology, saying that I'm defending my family. So it's not that it's just my beef on me. What offends my family now offends me. What you mean? Like that's the whole conversation of King Richard. Y'all not about to misuse my children. I'm going to defend them, period. What offends them offends me, and I got their back. So what offends my wife, I'm not saying, oh, she to blame. No, it's no level. If she would have been okay and giggle, we would have been good. I'm not going to say the truth.
We're going to talk about this now.
Because the question is, how would you respond to being addressed publicly?
The question was how far you were going for love. And you're going down the road. I told you I'm trying to hold on.
How far will you go for love?
Oh, Lord.
Where am I? What you mean? I'm going, but I'm just going.
If it costs more than $500, I'm not doing it.
So you want me to go?
That's not far.
And you want me to go? This a regular. Let's take fame. Let's take celebrity status out of the situation.
That's how far I'm going.
You want me to go? Punch this man, right? So there's a charge of assault.
Right.
So now I'm going to get locked up.
Right.
So we added to my record. Probably no, we got to here. Let's just get locked up. Now we're in jail. Okay. Okay. Now, depending on your financial status, maybe you got bail, maybe you don't. Okay. Then here we go through this. Now we got court. Now we got these sessions. These all that's going on. Now I'm no longer available and accessible. Matter of fact, I'm now guilty. Okay. For assault. I gotta go do 6 months. Okay. Now I'm gone. Okay.
Somebody got to pay his medical bills.
Medical bills gotta get paid. You know, and we getting sued.
Somebody got to pay these lawyers.
Like this is bigger than just the moment.
But Jada never told him.
Never more than.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying that Jada.
It was his decision to get up there.
But I think that you're trying. I'm not trying to make it seem it's her fault. What I'm saying is how I perceive my wife's perception of what was just said changed and altered how I receive what was just said. So initially I take it, this is a joke, whatever. But then I know that my spouse has been offended. She ain't gotta say nothing. I know my spouse. We've been rocking for a minute. I know when she's been adjusted or hit different. So now that triggers something new in me to go. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying, I'm not saying, she to blame. She's saying, baby, go handle that. I'm just saying that, too much, whatever. But the offense that came from my wife, how she took it, also is how I got you.
Technically, in the long run, it was her fault because she had an entanglement, which led to this.
We're gonna talk about Jada today, but I got something to say about Jada, please. I'm
not trying to go down this path until it's time to go down this path. We talking about how far you would go for love, and I said I'm only going as far as my car insurance deductible. So it's $500. I'm not doing it.
More than $5, definitely not.
It was more than $500. I'm not doing it. That's all.
That's even with my kids. Like what offends them?
I will risk my life to save you. I will risk my life to protect you. I will not risk my life to injure a said person because you feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
That's how far I will go for love. I will go as far. I'm not, because I ain't going as far as Jesus was. Okay.
I'm not going that far.
I'm not going as far as Jesus.
And then
I ain't do the part where I was just
because if you like a girlfriend, we figure it out.
That's I ain't gonna do.
It's different.
You know what I mean? I'll come and change your tire if you need that. Not in the winter though, because it's cold outside. But I will call AAA and I will show up and sit there with you.
But it's like if you,
that's really special that you wouldn't change your tire for your girlfriend, but you changed my tire. As your sister.
My sister.
My sister. It's different. It's a different thing. Yeah, because you know you're like,
that's crazy. No, I want to go back to that. So the level I keep you at as special compared to some random chick that I'm just in a relationship with. We got time. We done been through stuff. Yes, I will fix your tire. This girl right here, who we only known each other for a month and a half. No, I'm not.
Okay, so we need to set the parameters of love. Because when I say what you will do for love, that means that you are in a relationship with the point of somebody that you love them. So what will you do for that? Because a random chick that you only been talking to for
pull up a chair. I knew it was Kev. I knew it was Kev. I need you.
You better be happy we ain't got weapons in here, bro.
I'm teasing you. You gotta listen in the okay.
We some carriers in this joint.
So if you bring them off,
I ain't gonna lie. I keep nods on me at all times.
I can definitely check my camera.
But what I will not get is our testosterone in this business. I will hold my own.
So how far will go for somebody?
For some random chick for a month and a half is different.
Right.
I said, how far we can go for love?
For a woman that I love, care for, and possibly feel like that I'm gonna have kids with. How far I want to go? How far I want to go?
Got you.
Like I said, I will, as far as my $500 deductible is on my car insurance, as far as I'm going. I will not go to. I would go to jail if it meant protecting you.
So I'm out of the shot. I'm out of the shot.
Right.
Okay, well,
I will,
No, just you good. They don't see what we see. Who is always a delay.
Got you. I will go to jail to protect my family. For sure. I will not go to jail to defend your honor. That's different. No, look at this. No, in the sense that if we were somewhere, right?
Is that somebody that's trying to come in?
If we were somewhere, like let's say we was at the movie theater, right? Let's say we're at the movie theater, right? And we, black people, we talk in the middle of movies. So let's say, crazy stuff happening in this movie they're watching, whatever movie it is. And you're like, oh snap, oh that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And somebody like all the way up in the front, like, yo, shut up. Like, I'm not about to go down there and beat my man because he told you shut up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm at the place that I would defend you verbally. I will always have, if I'm solid with you, I will defend you verbally. But you put your hand on neither one of my family members. If they don't hit you first,
it's a different story.
And it depends, because I have been at the place where I wanted to fight for Daniel and Frank. They clearly bigger than me, but like somebody put their hands on my sister. Right? Like, they have literally swallowed up, and I'm like, got this, and they're all bigger than me. But like at this ripe old age of 30 and mind your business, like. I would, like if somebody put their hands on my sisters. First of all, I know my sisters is one of their quitters. Like they probably gonna knock you out before I get there. But if I am literally standing present and you put your hand on my sister, prison ministry is all right with me. The ministry don't stop just because I'm in prison, especially because what I'm called to deliverance ministry. What's better to do deliverance ministry in prison? That's all I'm saying. But like, no, I mean the whole situation with Will and Jada, I really, like I said, I don't condone him ever putting his hands on anybody. Like, I don't care how mad you are, have some emotional intelligence, be mature, grow up, and understand that you just can't put your hands on nobody. From a psychological point of view, I understand snap. Gotcha. Like, were you like, I have been under ridicule since the red table. People have made memes of me. People have made like the Let me finish. But like even the chick, I can't remember her name, but like London somebody, she was like, oh, so we don't have any more entanglements. It was a positive experience, and she brought that. So I get Will snapping like, you know what, this is it. He should have just walked out, got some fresh air. I don't condone drinking, but take a shot and kind of relax. But his moment was like,
I'm a little bit closer. Lean in when you talk.
Yeah, his moment was, I am sick of this, and unfortunately, I think his mom was like, I'm about to make an example out of Chris Rock. Another person bring this up, and I'm gonna punch you dead again.
Yes and no, but when you introduce the red table, this is my thing. When you take a situation,
keep coming back to this real thing, I'm trying to avoid it.
It's out there.
You open yourself up.
You open yourself up. I don't mind red table behind doors, but when you open it up and you watch the world and see commentary, comments, comedy. He ain't the first one. He ain't the last one. Jada entanglement. Okay, there was a time where it was Jada fun times. That was Jada foul behavior. Jada toxic. It's just these elements. So as a husband, I get it. Like, you know what to keep. At the same time,
no, for sure.
I snapped. Okay. Whatever.
So I didn't get the whole like.
You gotta watch the live clip.
Okay, I got it.
Because the unedited live clip.
Okay.
Because like people did not think he was serious.
Like, what was the
but that's his fault.
So he basically said, like, he made a joke and said, he was like, yo, Jada, wait for G.I. Jane 2. Basically cracking on her alopecia. And because like Jada has went out publicly and talked about her struggles, like her mental struggles and things that she felt because she had. I'm not saying, but like she's just saying like losing my hair and things like that, and how it affected her identity. That's why she cut all her hair off. Wow. So for her, it was like you just jabbed at her source.
But yes and no, because you're assuming that I know that this is the cause. Because prior to him saying the comment, I thought it was just because of the style of the cut.
Gotcha.
Didn't even understand and know it was an alopecia thing until I did some. Okay, oh, she had
No, because she went public about that
Not a
like
problem.
a while ago.
But if it's funny, this is a new cut. Whether it's alopecia, whether it's your shot. GIJ, oh no, that wasn't the best shot. Okay, damn, whatever. Okay,
Right.
You want to get mad for a haircut? No, get mad for the fact that people been dogging your wife for being found with August, July, and June. Like, you know, the snapping points, snap on.
Like I said, if I love her, if I love you,
because Rihanna playing right now, I'm not gonna say that to everybody.
if I love you,
I just snapped.
I love you. If I love you, I will protect you. I will not.
Oh, don't bring up Chris Brown. Because Chris Brown is a whole different situation.
Rihanna was my sister.
But he just snapped.
But the way
I'm playing with this. I'm playing with
how somebody put that up there was like she gave him like a disease.
Yeah, no, that relationship was toxic, and it is a twofold situation with specifically Rihanna and Chris. Yeah, that's really a secret. Yeah. Let them be free. She got baby on the way by somebody else. She's in advance.
For sure.
Let her be free.
I'm like, that's a whole different situation.
Let her be free. Oh man. Gotcha. Oh, by the way, this is JQ. JQ, this is the team that's coming. A Dark Knight, Jay Sharif. So I got for you.
Make sure y'all mics is on.
All mics are on?
Yep.
My lord. What's my name?
The headphones, you're not going to hear the headphones.
I'm not.
We jiggling.
Can you hear? Is you?
No. They should. It's all the things which I got going on in that box.
Wait, is it in? Push it all the way in.
That's the thing. When it goes all the way in, you can't hear in both ears.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But which one is yours? Which one is?
We end up sharing it.
They're not sharing it. Yeah. The way it goes is one input in, then it goes 1, 2.
It goes 3, 4.
I only hear out of one ear.
I'm fine with it.
No, one might just be lower than the other.
No, I can't.
First time I want to see your boy Big Frank back in the Big Frank in the morning. What's up? It's going down, man. The room is lit. It's lit. It's full. Somebody's in the background though. I hear us and us with us.
Oh, he listening to us.
Listen. So on today, Kevin's up in the building. Kevin's in the room.
Yes.
Jay Sharif's in the room. All right.
Yeah.
Dark Knight is in the room. We got another young man that just joined us this morning. JQ, how you feeling?
Yes, I'm feeling good.
Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you real quick, real swiftly.
I'm a local musician.
Okay.
29 years old. I sing, I write, I play the piano.
Okay.
I even play the guitar. I even act. I do a lot of stuff.
Good stuff. So me and Jake, you're gonna talk and get some more details after the show, but I want to just invite them on because right now the question of the day is how far will that's thing just hit me all the time. You go for love,
First of all, I will not be outnumbered at this table.
Okay.
I'm just that is not the intention. He might be on your side. So I'm gonna give the voice to my beloved sister. How far will you go for love?
So I'm gonna ask: are we talking relationship wise or just across the board?
I don't know.
Because you and Daniel have seen my love actions in real life.
Uh-huh.
When it comes for family, I will go the extent to certain family. not all of them. There's a whole side of my family you on your own. But I've been in situations where people have pressed my brothers or specifically my sisters. You put your hand on my sister. Prison ministry it is, and I'm okay with that. But as far as a boo, I'm not fighting for you. You a grown man. I'm gonna need you to defend yourself. My husband, a woman put her hand on my husband. Oh yeah, we scrapping that church. Is a dub.
That's different.
Because he can't hit her.
Right.
But I can.
So these are potential husband,
No.
So a female come up to your boyfriend and y'all out on a date, and he just yo. You know me. I'm not gonna put my hands on her, but something got it.
You said love.
Listen,
you said love come before marriage, go.
Right? Gotta come.
Husband. I'm sorry.
All right, so if you see your boyfriend knock her out because she's doing too much.
No, if my boyfriend knock her out, that means I know he got a whole different set of issues, and we don't need to be together.
No, it's a limit.
No, I mean even with a person I'm intending to, intending to marry, I would say if a woman puts her hand on my soon to be, I'm gonna be like, man, I'll meet you back up before you catch these hands. But that's after a discussion of marriage, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to jail for some dude that be like, so you ain't hit her? We over.
I'm not going to jail for you, period.
No, for real.
Listen to me. Maybe my children. For some of them, to a degree, until they can handle their own. Maybe.
For sure.
For my wife, and she can be watching right now. I'm not going. Listen to me. Let me help you. Because for me to go to jail is a greater hurt for you than a help for you.
Facts.
Sure. If you don't think long term.
Facts.
No shot to my wife. My wife is amazing and being who she is. My wife don't pay bills. You don't pay bills. You rest well. This sounds terrible. This sounds terrible. But you birth my kids and you do almost what you want to do. Almost. Some fake combat. But you do what you want to do. You don't have any responsibilities. Live. So if I go to jail, oh, you got a problem. Because rent due. Car note due. Payments are due. If you don't pay them, hallelujah.
That would look like she got hands though.
She do.
She look like she got that one. She look like she got that one hit quitter.
Frank keep telling us that he be getting knocked out.
I keep telling you, hey, let me give you this as same as she is. Blankfield. That's what I'm saying. She in the region. So JQ, how far would you go for love? How far are you going for love?
I think it just depends on the person. So I think for my friend, it depends if he's been rocking with me or like ever since like for like a long time. I think I would go as far because I know the person that he got my back all the way until the end. So it depends on the person. But like for my girlfriend, I would not go that far because she ain't my wife yet. So I just feel like, hey, at any time the relationship can go sideways. So I wouldn't. I asked myself that question before. Actually, that's a good question. So, and I told her before. I said, if you get into a situation and you put yourself in a dumb situation, I will not go far for you. I'm sorry. It's just like you put yourself there. Unless if I see her, like if it's happening right before me,
like you get robbed.
Yeah, if she's getting beat up or something like that, yeah, I'll at that extent, then yeah, I would definitely
Well, you know, that's more to your morals.
Yeah. That's all. So there you. How far are you going for love?
$500. It's my insurance. It's my car. It's my car insurance.
That's deductible.
Okay. I will keep it a deal with you. If you like I said earlier, okay, I will do anything I need to do to protect and to provide.
Yes.
But at the same time, like my daddy said, and this is why I will never go to jail, is because he said, if you go to jail for something stupid, I'm not coming to get you. So having that in my mind, I will not be going to jail over words, threats. I will not be going to jail over childish things. And now, if we just beeping, if somebody hit you, that's one thing. You know what I mean? Somebody pull weapons or whatever, that's another thing. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to jail over words.
Got you. Kev, how far are you going for love?
Like Daniel said, words mean nothing to me. But it's all in the action. So if I'm out with my lady, whether she's my girlfriend or my wife, if she's my girlfriend, you have to protect the investment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, if she feel like she's not protected as your girlfriend, what makes you think she's gonna feel protected as your wife?
True.
She has to feel protected by any means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If he put his hands on you, I'm there for you. If a gang full of females pull up on you, I'm there for you.
Well, the gang,
A gang.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's one female, I'm like, listen, babe, I got your earrings, I got your purse.
If it's one-on-one, you on your own.
You feel me? And that's how we gonna rock it. But like,
see, I think like for love though, like words, like Kev said, words is just words.
Yeah.
But physical action,
come on.
Every action has a reaction.
I'm only going to jail by mistake.
No, for real.
I'm only going to say because
absolutely.
I blacked out. I didn't even know.
Listen.
I didn't even know.
I just snapped. I'm going to
Because
jail.
anger punches can end you in jail because you don't know how much force is behind that anger
But
punch.
then she don't listen to. If I told you to sit down somewhere,
That's another thing
and
too.
you still egging on with them, I told you to sit down for
Right.
you sit. No, you should be controlling. No, I'm trying to save your life.
You
Now you in a situation they gotta come and be Rambo and get you out of. No, I'm gonna look at you. I told you.
Right.
Yeah.
I bleed, nose bleeding. I told you your friends, they ain't your friends in the first place. I told you they were shiesty. I'm spiritual. I told you with discernment, stop.
Right.
Now you ain't looking like you're lumpy dumpy. Now go sit down and leave.
That's a fact. I am not gonna be the firefighter for the fire.
Listen, let's go down this morning. Like the Big Frank in the Morning Fire 716 Radio. Listen, the conversation's still going. When we get back, hot topics
that we haven't covered yet.
that we haven't really done into, but we're about to go direct. We're going direct, straight hot fire. Right here on Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning. Let's go.
Here we go.
But see, I think it's different for women and men. Because if a dude press your man or your girl or your husband, I'm gonna be like, what did you do? Like, it's not just me looking cute, you looking cute, some dude try to holler at me, and I was just like, nah, if you gonna fight him. Like, I'm gonna be like, there had to be a previous beef before this this dude to come looking for you. Like, like, I think it's different. Because with women, you know, some girl, I'm not saying all women, but some women could get in your face. You like, what you do, what you say?
Right. It's a look.
It's a different look.
Somebody
you know,
said
she don't eye your man and you ready to
fight.
fight. But with dudes, I would be like, I would really investigate, like, what did you guys have going on before I came around?
I'm gonna keep it a beat with you. Most dudes end up in confrontation. It's always over a woman, for the most part. You know what I mean? Regardless if it's she did something or she just a beautiful person and another dude wants a woman. You know what I mean? Most male altercations with other males are usually based off pride and usually over women or money in some way, shape, or form.
Because the only time I seen a dude like fight a dude just straight off grip was like
basketball.
No, because you are ignorant with basketball. But like, no, I saw like a dude. He was with his lady. Dude was eyeballing his girl butt, and he was like, "Yo, man, get your hand like eyes off my girl's butt." And he like smacked her butt and kept walking, like just to be disrespectful. And dude, I have never seen a dude go down so fast. I was like, oh, like
that's
everybody, everybody in the ball was just like, oh, like world star,
right.
but like
for me, like to look. I don't blame you.
I don't. Right.
I get it. If I was you, I'll be looking too.
Right.
Okay.
I get it.
But would you physically
put your hands on her?
Yeah.
Right. But women, it is a little bit more sensitive.
If I'm walking through the mall and you look at my girl and you turn your head, I'm looking at you like, oh no.
I know.
I get it, bro. I get it. It's fine. I get it.
Because like real talk, women do fight.
Like,
I'm not the type of woman, but women do fight over some regular stuff. Like I have seen women get in a fight because the girl checked out a dude in gray sweatpants. Like I've seen it. Like you looking at my man in his gray sweatpants and like really have gotten in a fight in like Old Navy, and I'm just man. Okay, ma'am, I understand that you were upset. She saw your boyfriend's imprint. I get it. Like,
you
but
not the house like that, though.
you messing up the plus size section, and I'm trying to get jeans. So now I'm mad because now they gotta clean up the plus size section. I can't find my size. But so
I will do anything to sustain us out of love. I will not, do anything that will hurt us. Like, no, I laugh and joke about selling drugs all the time. I would never really, but see, that's what would make me good at it. Nobody would ever think about it. Nobody would ever think I was selling it. Right. Anyway, but,
we're not promoting selling drugs on this radio station. I'm just saying.
I'm saying I would never do it to provide for my family because selling drugs can get you real time, especially as a black man, regardless of whatever it is. And me not being in people's life is gonna hurt more than, like Prince said, it's gonna hurt more than me being broke for a minute or working part-time somewhere or minimum wage doing something else. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not gonna do nothing that's gonna jeopardize our money. I'm not gonna do nothing that's gonna jeopardize our house. I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna jeopardize the kids.
Yeah.
If it's me by myself, Oh, that's me. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was like,
I'm moving my legs. You know
I was like, Lord, is that the radio? Look, because we've had radio things happen.
don't get me wrong. You know, I don't punch people. I don't hit people for lesser things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Butcher breaker, random stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I think the last time I was really ready to drag somebody was over my bishop. Like real talk, like he had like literally talked me off the ledge because I was getting my hair cut. Like I'm just like I prepared. I took a nice bath, like cause some clean clothes, had a good meal, and I was like, I'm gonna go to jail, so I'm gonna need to get my hair cut because I might be here for a minute. Like it was premeditated, and it was something that had, like it was completely premeditated. If they'd have asked me, I would have straight told the truth. I'm like, oh yeah, I planned this. Like I had a hearty meal before I came here, and it was like because somebody went on TV and publicly like embarrassed my bishop, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna drag this person. I'm gonna drag you and your girlfriend. Like no, but that yeah. I don't fight for courage.
Like, who you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
No.
You know what I'm talking about, dude. Bruh.
You should never.
Oh.
You should never beef somebody.
Yeah. You
Over pride.
don't know about that either.
Over pride.
He know, but he don't know.
You know, but you don't. It was a bad situation where they ended up going on Steve Wilkos. And I was like, oh, so when you get back. Okay. Yeah.
Do whatever you can for love, though. You know, love's important. It's important.
We better get into the situation today.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna keep my comments to me.
yeah, that was the last time I was.
We called it the smack.
The smack. The Will Smith.
Will Smith
The smack.
let it all out.
It
So
was legend what? Barry.
Those smacks is different. That was a slap.
Chris Rock makes a joke about Jada. Jada looking out for G.I. Jane 2. Pause. For those who know G.I. Jane 1, there's a scene of G.I. Jane where she has to cut her hair off. Because the ball look like she's really
got you.
So he makes a joke. I'm looking for 2 rather than her hair. All right. Will Smith, you know, goes up. There's 2 parts that I'm missing out, but I'm bypassing for a reason. But Will Smith goes up and he smacks Chris Rock. Then he returns back to his seat and he says, "Keep my wife's name out your mother effing mouth." He says it twice.
Second time with anger.
Yeah. So that's the big smack. Now.
Please, because I'm ready for all this.
If I had the revolver, I'd be shooting.
He tells a joke. I at first I began to question if it was real or not. Pause again. Okay. My point of view is because Will Smith and Jason Derulo, I believe it was, has done fake mockery hits. They've done them repeatedly for a good while. So I thought that this was that because nobody really responded in awe initially until he cusses twice and said, "Keep my wife's name out your mother." But until then, everybody's still part 2. It could have still been the fake laugh that I inserted in the shows. Yeah, y'all that like because now, which I don't know about production. It's just production that sometimes the laughs that we hear in the crowd are not authentic. They are inserted laughs. So although people still laughing as if nothing. Because you can't edit. You can't stop the fake laugh.
But Jay-Z's face, like Beyonce kind of was looking like, huh? Like Jay-Z's face was like, this could go different. And he had like that black man, it's time to go look. But somebody said on Facebook, like Jay-Z understands what just happened because what happened with him in the elevator. So he was like, it's probably time to go.
I'm just saying.
Because the audience reaction made me like, everybody reacted to the smack was like, oh, because you heard the smack. It wasn't like a punch, and it was like, heard like,
which made it seem more animated.
Right.
Then, but it was just
like I said, after the smack happened, Chris Rock was here, and then he got back up, and then he kept talking. You know what I'm saying?
They hit holes no impact.
You're right.
Hit like it, okay,
right. That's what I'm saying. You have no. Yo.
Well, somebody who played Ali, I was kind of thinking that he could have.
Like
that's all I'm saying.
The cop back
Because
that came from that. You should have been
not
floor level. You
unless you just
unless
you're resilient.
But that's also why I thought it was fake.
Right.
Because it's like
because people said that he punched him. That I think that's why people questioned it at first. Because they said that he punched him. He reached back like baby powder from like high. It was just like pow. So with that kind of smack, I've been smacked before. It still was like, who cares when you're about to die? But like, you can survive that kind of smack. Now, if it was a full-hearted, closed fist, reach back punch, he would have went down.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like he smacked him. He was like he got, but he was still smiling like you know what I'm saying? Like he thought it was a joke initially too.
Or he was just in shock and didn't know how to play that off because you get smacked.
How do you play off getting
like
smacked,
because the Brooklyn in Chris Rock.
I said because I know where he's from.
Fight him.
I know where he's from.
But
and I just see his jazz.
If Everybody Hates Chris was anything true, he wasn't Bed-Stuy, do or die.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
I think the initial shock of it was just like, okay.
But now here we go. Now this is my challenge though. Here we go. Every woman, now when somebody knock somebody out for them, please get out of here.
I feel like
I'm sorry, told you I wasn't.
Will probably was in a position where he was his pride. I gotta protect I gotta stand up for.
But I don't want to hear that though.
Because, like you said, the shoulder shrug and the or.
But it ain't
you
the first
really
shoulder
gonna laugh
shrug,
at that?
Nairo.
You gonna really laugh at that?
What's number one? Jada a monster. Let me just call a spade a spade.
No,
Jada is a
terrible person.
I'm not saying she's terrible. She's just you know, I'd be like my silence speaks volume. Behind the scene, Jada runs the ship. Okay, Jada is the queen bee. Okay, Jada is. Y'all can say what you want to say. Everybody talk about listen. So there's been conversation with her and her husband. Listen, you gotta protect me more. You want me? I mean, there's real raw conversation. That's why she can be bold enough and come out and just say what she want to say.
Courtney said, "Listen,
and he just got
that's a real cover. You disrespect my wife in front of millions, you get checked in front of millions. On top of that, Chris Rock has a habit of cracking jokes on her. Will was over, and at the end of the day, he still walked away with an Oscar win.
But legit. But I'm not putting Jada in the vulnerable weak category. I'm just not.
No. Oh, I'm not saying she's vulnerable weak.
She's like you said. You have to look more. You have to look stronger. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I look like the dominant one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying.
But I mean I'm not. Let's look at Tyrone. You said something joke one more time. I'm gonna laugh. I'm laughing. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. You crazy guys.
But I don't think it was like a laugh. To me, it looked like a crazy laugh. Like, because when you have, and I'm just speaking from personal experience before I really got serious with Jesus, before I hit you, I'm like, oh, okay. And then I hit you. And I really so I related with what I was like, oh, he gave the crazy laugh before he went off. Like, people thought he was like, ha ha. I was like, no, that's the crazy laugh before you actually beat somebody up. Like, you have no idea.
I just feel like, okay, yeah, you laugh. But like I told you, because after I looked at Will, looked at Jada, the readjustment. Because it is the eye roll. Which means that this hit different over here.
Yeah.
But that's the risk number one being a comedian. I'm not gonna hold you. That's like if everybody want to punch Chappelle.
He wanted to punch Dave Chappelle.
Nobody.
It was crazy.
People have wanted to fight Dave Chappelle, but Dave Chappelle's fans will get to you.
Right, because Dave Chappelle ain't about these streets.
Oh, you don't know Dave
Chappelle. He's from the suburbs. He's from the suburbs. He ain't from the hood.
He is from Ohio.
I mean. But he's from
DC though. At the same time though. I'm from DC though.
Yes, he is actually.
He said he literally said that he was like, I'm from the suburbs. He's like, I didn't I didn't change people's perspective because I wanted to get the street cred. But he said he was like, no, he's from he said his parents made just enough money to be in a good entertainment, but they was broke.
But definitely, but I think that yeah.
Dave Chappelle's fans though will not let people get to Dave. Same thing with Cat Williams fans. Like Cat Williams.
I dropped Will over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We have seen Cat Williams get beat up. Yeah, but his fans won't let him happen. But with Chris Rock,
Yeah.
I'm not copping Will out.
I'm not
Not
either.
at all. Not at all.
And then
None of us are giving Will an excuse for the go ahead.
This quoted apology, man. Please.
I'm just saying.
But you know what? Honestly, if he had to apologize to Chris Rock, and this sounds terrible as a preacher of the gospel, if he had to apologize to Chris Rock, I would have lost respect for Will. Because he said what he said when he smacked him. Right. So to go back and apologize just to say fake.
But now here's my part two problem. Now it's okay for Will. Okay, now that we condone it, but we give him a way out. Boy, Kanye can't get
no,
out.
We know.
Okay,
no,
I'm just saying.
No.
We know you're all this. Oh, don't let Kanye come to the Oscars because Kanye gonna do this. Yeah, here we go. DJ Khaled said something slick about the Oscars, and here go Will knock niggas out from a vocabulary word on Oscar stage.
He ain't knocked nobody out.
He ain't knocked nobody out.
He slapped somebody
with.
He put it Kanye.
I still feel like this is
obviously he didn't slap him with enough vigor, but he slapped him.
As you being the great defender of Kanye, we are not gonna be okay. I'm never gonna be okay with somebody stalking somebody and being abusive. I'm not.
He's not abusive, number one. He's not a stalker, number two.
He is a freaking stalker.
I'm gonna live my life like I'm living it. I introduced you to some places. I'm not gonna stop going. I'm gonna be there. I still live my life. I'm still alive. I'm still here. Now, two shout out to Kanye for going him and Kim together. Going to the soccer game to watch their son play soccer. Nobody's dead. Nobody's bleeding. Nobody's on the ground. No death has occurred. Where was Pete? Not existent. Perfect opportunity to destroy her. He chose not to.
Come on.
One incident.
No. These are public incidents, but it's the one that's been highlighted. Because Kanye has been with his family, but Kim is in prison multiple times. But we're not highlighting those things. But we're not getting, it's not Kanye Day today. It's not. We got to do it in 25 seconds.
Okay, Courtney says she's more than capable of standing on her own, but it is not his job and position to. But hold on, but is it not his job and position to do so? I mean, whether or not she prompted him to do so, she was offended, and it wasn't the first time he did. She has been very vocal about her hair being cut due to alopecia. I don't know. I would have to move similarly and face whatever consequences I had to for mine. I don't know. That's just
no. I told my wife, BS. Don't care. It's BS.
That's because you have a natural vendetta against Joe.
No, it ain't even about my natural vendetta against Jada because she's wrong. All right, it ain't about that. It's BS because one, as somebody that is continuously protecting their wife all the time over things, I would understand all that. You married, your wife ain't cheating on you, nothing crazy happening. You ain't got nothing crazy happening in your life necessarily out in the open. Okay, so yeah, I would smack somebody if they was talking about my wife. But bruh, your wife been doing all this extra stuff. You ain't never smacked August. You ain't never say nothing to August. But Chris Rock say something about your wife hair, and you want to go on national TV and hit somebody? Get that book out of here, right? Stop playing with me.
It's the self-flipping for me.
Stop playing with me. That's all.
First, I'm gonna see your boy, big friend, Lucky the Big Frank in the morning. Conversation is hot back here, man. The room is full. It's a
follow us on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, please do. It's really crazy. It is currently 11 minutes past the top of the hour. Currently 17 degrees on the outside. The sun is shining. Snow will dissipate.
But it's freezing.
This is terrible.
This is disrespect.
I'm down for some shorts and Crocs.
Yeah, always.
Because my wife declared that I am of the Caucasian descent. She said, "What did you wear?" Listen to me. Okay. My calves don't get cold. I'm not just saying. My calves is built for the win. I'm just saying. That's just a side note. So, all right, guys. Hot topic is Will Smith smacks Chris Rock at the Oscars. If you haven't watched the video, I wouldn't show it, but I prepared myself to do so. But it was an intense smack. And then he yells, "Keep my wife's name out your mother effing mouth." He said that twice with aggression and vigor.
We at the radio station do not condone violence.
We got to condone violence. I think that man, whatever. At this point, we've been talking about it. We don't condone violence. I would approach it a little bit different because once again, I'm just one where I'm not based on my stat. It ain't even about you and what you said.
Right.
I'm changing my approach based on who I am. Okay. Period. Baby, frustrated. I got you. I got this. Backstage, I am approaching with smooth aggression while you laughing, talking in your ear, and I'm gonna whisper. Forgive me for my confession. Obscenities and force right in your ear. Let you know that I can get to you because I'm that close. I'm not gonna tell you what I said. I told my wife, she know that's enough. But my approach to you, the only people you have for witness is going to be your words against mine. This is not going to give the world ammo to now reduce or break down anything. That somebody might call, oh yeah, he the protector. No, he the violent black man. I'm giving y'all ammo. Okay, right. So no, I'm not giving y'all ammo for me.
See, and you know what?
I'm just
say
not.
That same thing. I was like, Will Smith done set us back off this, and people go argue with me about it, but it's a fact. You a grown black man, and you slapped another grown black man on public TV that most of the world watch, and we've been talking about how black men aren't violent and all this other stuff.
I ain't looking like that.
And y'all both talk about, we ain't doing this and all that. You talk about black unity and all this extra stuff, and then you go on TV and slap somebody because they told a joke about your wife.
Yeah,
that's assault on assault, and that's black on black, and that's crime on crime.
So now, as black men, you done set us black men back. You didn't set us. You might not set back all black people, but as black men, you done set us back to a degree. Again, first you set us back because your wife cheated on you, ain't do nothing about it, and then you set us back. And then you set us back because you want to slap somebody.
I'm going to be this female.
That's all I'm saying.
I am. Because pre-August, Will Smith has admitted to cheating on Jada.
No,
because
has that been open?
He has admitted to cheating on Jada pre-August. When the red table, because I watched from a psychological point of view, because I study everything psychological. I listened to what Jada said, and I read between the lines between what Will and Jada were saying to each other. Because she was like, because before August, there was issues too. It wasn't just me. And Will said, that's true. And then they went into the whole August thing. So before we go into the whole, Jada in August, Will cheated too.
No, but
it was Will.
Weren't they in an open relationship?
That's the thing. Will came out clear and said they were never in an open relationship, and that's why him cheating. He said he was like, I'm not gonna outshine. I'm not gonna sit there and say that I was perfect in my relationship with Jada. He was like the old situation with August. He was like, he said the situation blew up with August because August said something. And he was like, that's what made it big. Like, it would have never been a red table experience if August hadn't went public and talked about it.
But this is my thing. If he cheated, it didn't get thrown out in the open. Your thing with August got put out in the open. He didn't address your thing that got put out in the open. So, but then he want to go on the Oscars and smack another black man who ain't touched your wife, he ain't cheated with your wife. And he just told a joke.
Enough was enough.
He told a joke about your wife that we all know that she cut her hair, and we all know that her hair is
people have to understand, he wasn't smacking Chris Rock. He was smacking the world.
I'm not
looking in between the lines on nothing.
He really was. It was just like, for him, it was enough is enough. Like, he was just tired.
Man, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. You got movies. You can do all kinds of stuff to get your expressions out against the world. You got a red table talk. You can say whatever you want to say. Sure. Period. Number one. The challenge with August and the achievement is another tier, because you didn't just cheat with just another random.
And then
you cheated with somebody I brought into my home.
And that's what I'm saying. It make it worse.
You know what I'm saying? Cheating with your mom, cheating with somebody's cousin. Look, it's different.
I'm not gonna say cheating. I'm not gonna say different kinds of cheating is different. But you got to remember, with fame comes a drop to your privacy. Yeah. So if you famous, you cheat, and you cheated with somebody else that's famous, and then that come out because y'all both are famous, the world's gonna say what they're gonna say about what happened to you and your fame. And then what make it worse is let the boy in your house. The boy always with you and your kids. The boy that made a song about it. and also, and then you want to pull me onto your red table talk on Facebook to have a open conversation with the world about this thing that when it first occurred, we should have had a conversation.
But they did say they talked about it. Did you watch the red table talk?
Regardless.
Did you watch the red table talk? Because they did talk. They actually did say they talked about it.
So then if I have a conversation about it in privacy, why is we coming out and having a whole other conversation about it in public?
But let me help
for me to cry in front of
transparency is not required.
Let me help.
We married. That got nothing to do with nothing.
This was petty woman behavior. Let me explain. Will cheated first. So it's like, oh, you cheated on me. Oh, I'm gonna get you for real. So I'm gonna smash the person that's closest to you. This is petty woman behavior. Let's call it what it is. It's petty woman behavior. I'm gonna smash somebody close to you. So Will was like, oh, you smashed somebody close to me. I'm gonna smash more people because he actually did sleep with more women after August. So it was pretty much petty people behavior going back and forth. That's why the relationship is toxic. But like I said before, the only reason why the August thing overshadowed Will Smith's thing is because August came out and said it. The woman who slept with Will Smith never came out and publicly said, I smashed Will Smith.
Will Smith was still smashing the first kid out. Okay, he was still in their relationship. And I don't want to get here because the agenda. Okay, I'm not going to destroy Jada, but I understand that Jada, you've been doing a lot of craziness. But that's his wife. He loved her. They got bad marriage for life. That's a little story. Whatever. You know, I got bad marriage forever. Yeah. Y'all choice. Whatever. Whether it's open or whether it's closed. Okay, I got you. I'm just gonna say this as a husband, I have no problem addressing when somebody's out of pocket and out of order. Sure. Under two, but understand I'm a comedian, so I understand how this thing works. Number three, if you haven't got yourself together, that's not my problem. Because you want to have a snap moment at my expense, you out of order and you wrong. Period. I'm a comedian, I tell jokes. You're included and everybody else is included in the whole joke set. Okay, let's watch how far he got from the intro to the end. Okay, I didn't watch the whole clip. I just watched the clip where Quick Rock said about Jada and seen the response. But was there more of a set to that? Okay, right. I'm a comedian. I tell comedy. I tell jokes, and my joke hold truth to it. It's just what comedy is. All right. So because you're offended. Okay, I grant it. Let me help you real quick. I don't know the details of alopecia. I'm so sorry that you assume that I do. Okay, to me, you got a short haircut. That's what you rocking. Remind me of G.I. Jane. I'm looking for you. Your movie star movie, G.I. Jane movie. You look like the haircut looks the same. Movie 2. It's a come on, guys. That was a good one. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's just a part of being a comedian. Number one, number two. And just because you offended because you started doing a movie that caused you to have to check your position as a father and as a husband and protecting your family, don't take that moment out of me and on the world. You chose to do King Richard, and this is what he said in his apology, his speech. When you did King Richard, the movie provoked you to have to deal with some things concerning your life and your family and who you have. And I get it. I understand it. And at no point out of your frustration or your trigger should you have got up there and smacked Chris Rock for saying what he said. Sure. I get you. But the truth of the matter is Chris Rock isn't your problem. This is internal beef with you. Okay. Now that you snap, whatever, I get the compassion of Tyler and that was Derulo. I get it, I understand it, and I commend it to clap. But I'm gonna tell you the truth of the fact. Now, Chris Rock a better man than me. I'm not gonna hold you because you approach me crooked and hit me for whatever the reason. You will suffer to get the consequences of that in its full attack because I'm not your friend, not your neighbor. We don't even rock like that. I'm a comedian. I did my job. This is what they hired me for. No. You offended? Write a note. Let's talk man to man. Let's have that conversation for real. When you get a bit of smack me in front of all these people, and Chris Rock, I'm not gonna hold you. You're a better man than me.
That's what I said.
Literally, I am calling the cops. I am placing lawsuits, and I'm going on every platform that's about to call my name concerning you, and I'm going to do what I do, and I'm going to roast you beginning to end, and I'm not stopping. This is the end of my career, and it's okay. I'm gonna leave with money in the bank.
Courtney says, I hear you, but I respect it. But sometimes you need to set the president. You have to set the president.
He should have set the president more
time. That's what I'm saying. He should have set the president way back then. Don't try to set the president now in front of TV and on another black man who ain't got nothing to do with your situation. This is what I'm saying. If you're supposed to smack somebody, you ain't smack August, don't come over here and smack me. No, I ain't sleep with your wife. I said a joke. That ain't even had nothing to do with hurting nobody's feelings. I just told a joke.
Right. Then now
it's crazy.
I want to go back to every person who has said something slick, commented about Jada somewhere in their comedy skit. Right. And but you better respond to them the same way. Right. While you giving smoke. Right. And sometimes you know certain people's behavior. I'm not getting into that. Yeah, 5716 Radio, man, it's going down. For more conversation, follow us on Facebook and on YouTube. 5716 Radio. When we get back, we still have the Oscars. We have the Oscars today. We'll talk about what's his name? DJ Khaled is going down. 5716 Big Frank in the morning. JQ, welcome to the table. This is how it be. That was the table. Look at me, right?
Saying some bullshit. That's all I'm saying.
No, all I'm saying.
That nigga weak, and that's all. And I'm keeping that at that. He a weak nigga. That's how I feel.
For sure.
I mean, like I said in the beginning, I don't condone him hitting him. Like, I will never condone hitting somebody who has not hit you.
It just aggravates me.
I really do feel like that was just the moment when Will Smith snapped. Like, I really do. Like, because he has talked about his ability. Like, this is why sometimes I do watch The Red Table, like, especially when he's at it, because like he's more open about his inability to handle emotional things a lot. And I feel like, huh?
But
no, like what I'm saying is, like, sometimes you just get to that, and I'm never condoning this. This is why I'm saying I'm never condoning this. But when you lack emotional intelligence, you are governed by your emotions. Yeah. And for him, he was just like, I feel like this was like the straw that brought the camel's back. Like, I am done. Smack. Please. And that's it. But like, he also has to deal with it now. And he's going to be labeled, unfortunately, at the highest point of his career, nobody's going to remember it. And that's going to be his consequence. And that's what's going to haunt him the most.
It was crazy. It's going to be high now because it's not. Boy, because even though King Richard was out there, I've yet to watch the film. Yeah. I haven't seen it. It just reminds me of the last three movies that you put out. This might be a lot better because it's Serena and Venus and it's us. But it's like, granted, now you're about to be the talk. You the conversation now. Mm-hmm. You're the highlight. And this, what would be wild and crazy is if.
And then
it's gonna happen.
And then it'd be wrong if
it comes up with the part and said it was been set up for whatever.
Right.
That'd be wild. If you come out and be like, no, this is supposed to be part of the
Then I gotta get all my emotion back.
Because I feel like the action of the moment about Jada only gave weight to the Oscar that he was given. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it's about family protection. Right. In wordplay. So I don't know. I'm not saying.
No, I ain't going for it. That would be crazy. Yeah, I hear you. You know, he took it was the last straw that broke the camel's back. I get it. I understand. Men need to definitely work on releasing their anger and mental issues in other ways. All I'm saying is that he is, and we all agree on that he's wrong. Yeah. He done pushed us. He done made us all take a step back. And that's what this is the thing that is making me aggravated. Yes, I think you're a sucker. Yeah, I think you're a B-word. Yeah, I think you're a punk for smacking Chris Rock because he told a joke. But at the same time, I'm very, very, very upset more at the fact that you do all this hard work to be this nice dude. You put on just for being a nice guy. You even with the thing with August, everybody Will the victim, and not that you was playing it, but you know what I mean. Everybody, Will Smith, you a nice person. Everybody like you, and then you go off and you smack somebody all for protecting your family because you did this movie that made you have to make an introspective on yourself and have to be like, dang, you know what? I really need to do better at this, that, and the third. Bruh, that ain't have nothing to do with you smacking nobody. You go and be better at your house.
But that's the thing, like the crazy thing is the most people are highlighting besides the smack is the grace that Chris Rock gave. Mm-hmm. Because even though, yes, he did set you guys back a little bit as a black man, the integrity of Chris Rock is actually, which is like a balance. It's kind of like how when it sounds crazy when Shaka Khan was drunk with the Stephanie Mills Shaka Khan versus Stephanie Mills adjusted her crown by being there and I'm supporting this is my sister. I still love her. Like, I'm not gonna let y'all talk about her. Chris Rock could have filed charges because the police was called. I saw the police report. He didn't. He was just like, because at the end of the day, as a black man, I'm not going to put another black man in jail. I'm not going to bring up assault charges. So he, in a way, adjusted the crown. Way better than me.
Chris,
he really did. So, I give Chris Rock credit, and I don't give Chris Rock credit a lot.
Even with all my from the outside looking in, because you're from the streets, you a punk.
Even with all my anger,
because I don't like Chris Rock personally. I just don't. I don't like him because from a woman's perspective, for you to consistently dog women, but you were the one who cheated and verbally abused your wife, but you dog women, I have an issue with you.
You have an issue with Will. He cheated on her and did her dirty and was trifling and was a victim.
You are aggravated. No, that's why I have an issue with people who don't walk in alignment of what they're saying. Right. Because you can't say, oh, women do this, women, women do this. But you was verbally abusing your wife and you cheated on her. Like, you're a hypocrite, dude. I'm sorry.
I'm not, listen, because
live your truth. If you raggedy, I would prefer you live your truth as a raggedy person than try to make it seem like women are the type of person that you are living out.
As a comedian,
Mary takes it.
I'm supposed to take what's said.
I don't know what happened.
But he admitted it personally.
I'm not saying that he ain't say this, that, third. I don't know his wife did. I watched Tambourine.
You don't.
I watched Tambourine.
Right. You think about the facts, and you think about
facts in there.
Everything he do.
But it was past Tambourine. He's done interviews where he was like, I was a terrible husband. Like, my wife was asking sometimes for the bare minimum, and he's like, well, I make the money, so I ain't got to do that. Like, he has admitted to this past Tambourine. Tambourine was meant to be funny, but tell the truth. But like in interviews, people have asked him, he's like, no, I was a terrible husband.
So
like,
then you can't get, then it's like, I'm confused because though my set is a comedy set at an angle, but my conversation is transparent. The set is the set. It's not to be funny at an angle. That's just, this is what I found to work for me. So I'm going to work it. This is the job. I'm going to work it. I'm going to work it on platform. They have a conversation with me. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm open. I was not the best husband. Oh, I cheated. Oh, I did not do well. I feel like that level of transparency is that's where it's at. It's in the interviews. It's in the side conversation. It's not always on the stage for this display. Right. You know, if I'm going to do my best work, I'm not going to always expose myself. I'm just not. I'm going to expose the experience that I'm in. They hear me talking on here about situations. I'm talking about. I'm not going to tell you a snippet about my resolve, but I'm talking about situations. It could be the same situation, but it's a situation.
Shout out to Chris Rock.
But no fact.
Like this is the one time I say.
Shout out to you.
Hats off to you.
You're a better man.
Because every street person was like,
he would have gotten hands.
Like,
bro, you don't understand, bro. You don't understand. When I came to the Oscars, so you know I had security when I got here. Like, period. Like, Will, play with me, bro. Go on the other side of the thing. I might have had to do a Chris Rock. Is like, you know what? Well, dealing with something. I'm a whole.
Chris Rock was carrying the pressure of black comedians doing
worldwide
because you remember they kicked off Kevin Hart because of his alphabet community jokes from 10 years ago. Well, 12 years ago now.
Right.
So like, and then the last black comedian that did anything with the Oscars was Whoopi Goldberg. So like, and I think in his mind, besides the shock, it was like, if I react the wrong way, we will never have another black comedian do the Oscars because they know they're asking Cat Williams to do the Oscars. They not. It's just certain people.
My thing is, like Frank,
Dave Chappelle would do the Oscars before.
I'm an approacher. I have no problem.
That's very good.
If you violate my house, my home, I have no problem. I have no problem approaching you.
Fact.
Walk up to you real nice and smooth.
Conversation the whole more way.
Yeah.
In fact. And my lower tone is more dangerous than my loud. I'm loud as I am. My lower tone. Listen, I'm saying this is not a laughing matter at all.
But that's also what I'm saying. Like the fact is, even after what happened, like even if you ain't never smacked me, if you would have just pulled me to the back later and be like, yo, that really was disrespectful. I didn't really like how you did that. Because y'all could be like, you know what, real spit, it was a joke. I didn't think it was gonna hurt your feelings like this. My bad. I wouldn't even come with you to apologize to your wife for the joke because I didn't mean it to be nothing like that. And it could have just been, we could have just been men about it.
Yeah.
But nah, you came up like a sucker and you hit me in front of everybody on TV, and now I gotta hold a standard up because if I trip on you, now we all bad.
Yeah.
It's
just imagine.
I'm just saying because I know me. If some man would have came out of nowhere, slapped me over some words,
a brother.
I would have had to. I would have drugged Will Smith.
Will got up because nobody expected him to be like that. Nobody expected that to be number one. It happened. It's shock factor. But had Chris Rock responded, there legit would have been a physical altercation between two black men. That now the black men had to jump up and go up and separate them, which among the lighter skinned Caucasus Mountain descendants,
like a brawl.
Now it looks like black people can't go nowhere.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. It's
right. It'd have been like Oscar so white.
I guarantee you on Fox News, they probably talk about this is why the Oscar has been what it's been. We've been talking about the Oscars not highlighting the black. Now that we do this,
this is the one Oscars where they highlighted so many black people. Like,
and this is what we do.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
DJ Khaled jumps up.
Shout out. Well, DJ Khaled not black. Shout out.
Well, no, it's people of color. Period.
Shout out to my boy Chris Rock.
DJ Khaled.
Better than me.
It was more people of color.
Better than me.
Friday 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in the Big Frank in the morning. What it is, what's up? I pray all is well with you guys. It is currently 30 minutes past the top of the hour. The conversation in the room is just hot. It is hot. It's hot in here. We talk about Will Smith. Talk about
Just the smack.
The smack.
And the smack content.
The smack heard around the world.
Right.
Yeah, so I just pray that we recover from this well as a culture, as a people. But then DJ Khaled did not like the intro.
So basically, the intro to the Oscars was Oscar-ish. And DJ Khaled, in a nice, good, clean suit, had a microphone, came onto the stage, was like, no, we're going to introduce the Oscars the right way. He's like, we got moguls, we got business owners, we got singers, we got, and he Khaleded the Oscars. But like, it was funny because Wanda Sykes, it was Regina Hall, not that Regina Hall, but the other one, Wanda Sykes and Amy Schumer.
Right, okay.
Wanda Sykes gave DJ Khaled the traditional black woman face, like when he did it, because she was like, okay, like how your mama try to give you warning before she about to beat you. Okay, like she was just trying to like, bruh. But it was because the Oscars was so black. Because like even with DJ Khaled saying that the girl Anita, she was in Hamilton, the girl who played the bullet in Hamilton, she won an Oscar for her role.
Gotcha.
In West Side Story and things like that. Like it was very black, but like DJ Khaled kind of jump started the people of color blackness
absolutely
in his approach.
Because you got to have that.
They said he hyped up the Oscars, and DJ Khaled is a hype man.
Absolutely. And
another one. And then we had this back, and then we had Anita winning, and then we had the first deaf man to win an Oscar.
Word?
Yes.
Come on.
His name is on the paper.
Come on, black man. Come on,
he was white, but he was the first.
Is it for that movie with the
Troy?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good movie.
He was the first deaf man to ever win an Oscar.
What was he in?
It was I can't remember. Dang it! Make me pull it up.
Thank you, deaf man, for your success.
That was
making it.
But no, a lot of people of color. Encanto won. Won an Oscar.
Fire.
Encanto is ridiculous. Encanto is. Not even that is deep. I just can't get the music out of my head. Okay, I literally wake up.
What?
It is a Hispanic movie.
I never watched it.
They sing it. It's like for kids.
It's
animated. Animated. Yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus, sir.
But the music.
He was in the movie Coda.
I'm not talking about Bruno. Like, hey, why is this in my head?
Yeah, so his name is Troy Koster. He was in a movie called Coda. He was playing a fisherman struggling to relate to his hearing daughter. So it's basically like the relationship of a father trying to relate to his daughter or whatever.
Because his daughter could hear.
His daughter could hear.
She want to sing, but they can't hear. Nobody in her family can hear her.
It means there we go. Wow. See, Sharita is that person. She said it means children of deaf adults. So he won an Oscar for it. So shout out to him for making history. And all the people of color.
Yeah, shout out to you for making history.
Y'all.
We made history too. Who was the first black man smacked on the Oscars?
Stop it. I think I did history I wanted to make.
I was really trying to put that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so there was a lot of history made yesterday because I believe the girl who won.
Who was the first comedian to walk on stage and smack somebody?
Wow.
On the Oscars.
Anita Du Bois. I'm sorry, Ariana Du Bois.
Okay.
She won an Oscar. She said Ariana Du Bois becomes first openly queer woman of color to win an acting Oscar. She said there is indeed a place for us.
Oh, good. There's a lot of first death, first queer, first black man smack, first walk up. It's a lot of things happen. A lot of accomplishments.
Random DJ.
Yeah, just break. Yeah.
And this is next year is gonna be the first time no black people allowed at that.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna be Beyonce. It's gonna be Beyonce.
I can't wait until after the show to listen to the other narratives. Like, we're colored, we're cultured. So we give our point of view and our thoughts. But I wonder how the story is told later on, like on Fox News or.
I already know Fox News about this. Fox News about to go as far as the word nigga will take them. They were like, Right before I can say nigga.
You really fight hard not to use the word, but
I'm just saying.
This is in our culture.
I'm just giving them beat though. They gonna take it as far as they can right before they can say their word. I'm just
always that was it. So
yeah. Just to
when we get back, we're gonna get back into our final thoughts going right here on Fire 716. Listen, it's currently 38 minutes past the top of the hour. It is 17 degrees outside. It's going down. Fire 716. The fact that the temperature's not going up hurts. We're gonna go Fire 716, Big Frank in the morning. Let's go.
But yeah,
I said I was gonna try not to say it.
It was a lot. It was a lot yesterday. I didn't even watch the Oscars. I watched the Facebook Oscars.
Watched award shows.
I haven't watched
TV.
I haven't watched an award show since
only Netflix and
since Ice Cube and Run DMC was on the BET Awards. This is the last time I watched.
Blacklist.
You finished?
Yeah.
I cheated. Congratulations.
How you cheat? Season 8. Elizabeth was giving me I was too emotionally. She was killing me.
Skip.
I had to. I said, you know what? I just want this girl to.
No, you had to watch it.
I might go back and watch pieces of it. I did season 8. I did up to 4. I think I did 5 season 8. But Liz, she was just killing. I was getting emotionally attacked and involved, and I was just like, no. And then I got to the end. I realized she got shot and she dead. I was like, thank God, but my Lord. But I'm gonna go back and watch pieces of it. But I'm no longer obligated to stick around for this. Sorry, guys, this is just my own personal.
I finished watching Bridgerton.
Oh yeah, I seen you.
It's very good. Okay. I was happy. Bridgerton is really good. I will tell people who have not watched season 1. Episode 6 has a lot of sex in it. Like, out of a 45-minute episode, they will screw him for at least 30 minutes. So for the believer, watch your eye gates if that's your issue. But like season 2, I think somebody pulled Sean aside and was like, we need to calm down on the sex. But season 2 is actually a really good season.
Yeah, I've never get to watch it.
Yeah, like it's.
I feel like that episode. She was like, I don't really know what to do in this episode, so we're just
have sex. Well, no, when you follow the storyline, I mean, as a woman, I relate. When you get married, it's gonna be nonstop sex.
Yeah,
so she was.
Think so.
Well, you know,
Confessions of the married man.
He got married, got her pregnant right away. Like,
But no, like it was pretty much like they were wedding bliss, so they had sex all of season 6. But like season 2 highlights the story of the oldest brother, Anthony, and his process. But like there was one scene, but it wasn't like season 1. It was kind of just like. Eventually, they're gonna do it. Like they're just gonna do it, but it wasn't like graphic.
It was more of an anticipation of the sex. Like
it's going to happen.
I'm waiting for it to happen.
Before this last season, like last episode 8, at some point they're gonna have sex. But like it wasn't like ratchety, nasty work. Because like in the middle of season, like episode 6, I was just sitting there like, how much? I mean, I get it. Like so, there's no storyline, but like Queen highlight sex. This to highlight sex. Sex. Oh, look, I gotta go do duties, but first, sex. Which is like, bruh, okay, this is a lot.
It's a lot happening.
So if you watching Bridgerton with your children,
don't do
it. Send them the day before episode 6. I'm just saying.
The Bridgerton.
But it was good.
I've heard the reviews. I've been compelled to click on it.
I mean, as a guy, I wouldn't expect you to get into Bridgerton. You know. There even though there are some guys that are straight that said they were like, yo, this kind of caught my attention a little bit. But
I ain't gonna lie. I like watching shows like that. I haven't watched Bridgerton, but I like watching shows like that because, you know, I like history. I like things that seem history. Like I'll sit and watch some history, you know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah.
I don't need violence all the time.
I don't need violence all the time.
Look at you.
Because you don't want to walk into a blood and smack it.
My favorite TV show is How I Met Your Mother. It's all about a guy falling in love with a bunch of people. So, like, you know.
And at the end, he fell in love with the person he was actually fell in love with.
Well, and then he fell in love with a woman that was perfect, and the person that was perfect died. And then he technically went back to the person that was almost like the person that was perfect. So, not that he settled, but he found love again in the love that he already had.
Yeah. With a lot of legend. Wait for it. There.
Yeah. But even then, she still was famous and was doing whatever she wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's technically it's 2 endings to the show. So like at the end, them being in love ain't stopped them from doing nothing. You know what I mean? Plus his kids are grown, so I guess it really don't matter.
Right.
She don't travel. They're still living in the
But yeah, How I Met Your Father is actually pretty good. Too.
I enjoy it.
How I Met Your Father.
I'm enjoying it.
Because I watched How I Met Your Mother.
Mm-hmm.
That show was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like the whole
How I Met Your Mother made me have be at first reserved about watching How I Met Your Father because they said the bar really high.
Right.
Yeah,
but How I Met Your Father is actually holding its own.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
It's the same concept.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They outlined it. The same.
So then, like at the same time, like they pushing on things that I'm like, and sometimes I feel like, oh, y'all moving too fast. Then they're like, no, we not. And I'm like, oh, thank God y'all moving too fast. I thought y'all was trying to rush into this. It wasn't. You know what I mean? And then when I see Robin the first time,
Robin Scherbatsky.
the tears came to my eyes. Y'all.
Yeah, I saw your post on Facebook. But no, Her Body, Bel Air, I am watching Bel Air.
I don't know because Will with that second smack really made me upset.
Yeah,
like, I'm still tight about that.
I'm gonna tip you. If I skip to the trailer and it doesn't pull me, I'm not going into it.
Just watch it.
Okay, I'm gonna warn you. Go 4 episodes in for How I Met Your Mother.
I like how Met Your Mother started though.
Yeah,
knowing Frank.
Oh yeah,
knowing Frank, at least go 4 episodes.
Why did I assume that I'm extra?
But
it's not because you're extra.
Watch 4 episodes.
I'm saying this because you're extra.
Watch 4 episodes.
Watch 4 episodes. No, I'm not saying because you're extra. Because I think the first episode is not going to grip you.
It's not.
As quick as you will want them to. That's why I said watch it.
Oh, yeah, this is a starter.
It's funny though.
Well, because
it's funny, but
it built the world, it built the space of these people, it built the space around them, and then from there, then you get all the random stuff that only they deal with, the random jokes that you will only get if you've been watching it from a certain point.
So that's why I say give it 4 episodes because I know the first episode you're gonna be like.
I thought to watch some Adam's Project movie.
Yeah. Oh, I thought about watching that.
I started. I was out. I was just but watch it. But think about once I'm caught.
Yeah.
Really, I've been exhausted. It has not been because I've been watching Black.
Yeah.
I said, oh. Keep going.
That's how I fall asleep. I didn't think Brooklyn Nine-Nine was going to be a good show.
I didn't watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
It was actually a good show. I didn't think it was a good show at first. I was
Elementary though?
Like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Reno 911.
No, Reno 911 is stupid. But Brooklyn Nine-Nine is actually kind of funny.
Because I watch Abbott Elementary too, and I'd be like, "This is funny.
Yes.
This is funny. This is funny."
Elementary.
But I also like that because I just relate to it a lot.
Quinta is Black Girl Magic show because she literally went from like, "Oh my God, he got money," to have her own show. Like I was like,
"I je ne sais quoi in the city of Buffalo."
I was like, "She got Black
Colonel Avenue."
Come on, Black.
I got pulled in by what's her name, being the teacher that just was the season teacher.
That's right.
Girl, don't do that. Like that's what put me on. Like everybody with that mom teacher.
But guess what?
The mom teacher, the extra teacher, and the teacher that
50-50 raffle. This week we're giving away a $29 gas card, like compliments of Results Marketing.
The last episode
though, join your girl for live conversation. Right.
It really made me wonder, like, are they getting ready to take her off the show? Sorry.
She good though.
I really like that. The last episode made me wonder if like this is the first episode because I was like,
the episode before really made me feel for her because I was really against her like the most time.
No, for sure.
And then learning that, I was like, oh, okay.
But then I was kind of mad at her because I'm like, you stole a perfectly qualified Black man's job because you're a Black man.
But that's how I felt in the beginning.
Yeah.
I've watched nothing.
He's like, I watched Blacklist.
That was it.
Blacklist and Book of Eli. Book of Eli really is a good movie.
You can preach on that. A lot.
I was like, yo, I felt bad because I was like, yo, Denzel is showing up every believer in this movie. Because like you legit memorize the Bible in Braille. Like we can't even tell you the location of some scriptures. You just remembered the whole Bible and repeated it word for word. We're failing as Christians.
Man.
I mean, that's the beginning of the distraction.
That's a Moses.
I'm trying dying and running for his life.
Right.
Ain't no TV to watch. You're sitting I might as well. In the beginning.
King James. No. Then it's even more crazy because he did King James, so like all the vowels and
Vowels,
all that. Like, I was like,
And the
hey.
begots, and this person begot, and this
I
person.
like King James.
That's what's crazy. All that begots, especially in the beginning of Genesis, and then again, Matthew.
Like Sunday, I read the New King James. I was not happy with reading that version, but I already started, so I wasn't gonna stop now. It's not okay with reading the New King James.
Legit, like God, I was listening to Matthew this morning. God told me to turn into Leviticus, and for a second I pouted it because I'm like, God, Leviticus is boring. But like listening to it on the way here, I was like, there's a lot of sacrifices in this book.
Yeah,
Leviticus is not boring. Leviticus is good. Like Leviticus is very good.
Like no, listening to it, I was like, oh okay, like this is this type of sacrifice. Because like I used to like, it sounds terrible. I used to like really be. They like, we gonna study Leviticus and Numbers. Because like I'm not doing Numbers, Jesus. Because so the fact that it's named Numbers, I'm not gonna want to read this book. But like Leviticus, I used to just think like I can't memorize all the laws. It was like fresh, like in my mind, trying to remember all the laws. But I'm like the different forms of sacrifice was like that interesting.
But when you
what they had to do.
When you read Leviticus, you'll realize the laws of the land. Because when you read Leviticus, you realize that our medical system aligns with what Leviticus is. You realize that even from the serpent, I get into the story where the people got sick on purpose. They look at the serpent, it was on like a cross situation.
Right.
That's the current medical thing now, symbol. But when you look at Leviticus, the things that he told you not to do was for your health and for you to succeed. And I'm about to become a Levi. I'm about to go back to the book.
A Levitical preacher.
With the sleeve.
I ain't gonna lie, going through Genesis again really got me thinking a lot more.
What's our general statement? Read your word.
Read your word.
It's a lot more interesting than y'all think.
Genesis.
Jake, you all right over there? You right?
I ain't gonna lie.
He know. We talking about.
Trying to fill it out.
No, I was actually going to ask, is there a bathroom? I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's live. I
Oh, go around this
Oh,
corner.
no, we say
Yeah.
First,
I
I
know
want to see your boy Big Frank, like the Big Frank.
You
Good
good? Just
going down.
go.
What is what's up, man? It's a vibe. It's a groove. It's a move. It is what it is.
It has been a lot.
Yo, listen real quick. Yo, I need to send money to the Cash App 5716 Radio because we're getting to another building because I just feel that unction in my spirit really aggressively. Not even for this radio station, but for that and other things as well. Because we got church here in the morning at 545 Main Street in Airport, New York at 10 a.m. on Sunday, and it's filling up and we can run it. So hey, Sunday was full. And I said, I gotta get more chairs. After I get more chairs, that's gonna be full. And then after that, it's gonna be like, oh, we gotta go.
Now we gotta go.
So, do it, Lord. So we're into our final thought for today.
I gotta go to school.
Yes. So, Jason, what's your final thought?
Don't be governed by your emotions. Smacking people in public, not appropriate. No, all jokes aside, I would say my final thought really is to let this experience teach you that what's in you will eventually come out.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to get to the place where you address what's truly in you so you don't have any outward responses to it. So grow in maturity and recognize what's in you because it eventually will come out.
Yeah. Kev?
My final thought. Okay. This is if you had it once, it's evident that you can have it again. You don't dwell on the things you lost. Because if you had it once, it'll come back.
Except if it's Kid Kanye.
It's
jokes. It's jokes.
Hey, God, how are you?
No, for sure.
Daniel, what's your words?
My words, other than Will, you're a sucker, and Chris, you know, I really got even more respect for you than I have for. JD, you're also a sucker. But my real words are sometimes it's not about you being righteous or not. Sometimes your blessing comes just through the obedience you had at that moment in time.
Okay.
All right,
Which nursery rhyme?
I don't have a nursery rhyme. This is what I do have. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay,
Uh-huh.
watching the tide roll away.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do after that, he just what?
Sitting on the back of the bag.
I can't whistle. He whistle. In other words, some things just gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
Let some things just roll on. It's fine. Some things are designed just to pass you by because they're not designed for you. So just have a seat, chill out, rock out. Don't worry, because what comes to you is for you. But just sit on the dock of the bay, watch the tide roll away. I'll let you. Let him go. Be free. Be liberated.
Gotcha.
It's your boy Big Frank doing down in the morning. Here we go, Mary J. Blige. Good morning, gorgeous. Ray on fire. 716. On fire. 716.
All right.
Oh, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Gotta go. Man, tomorrow gonna be different. I can't wait to see what happens today, man. That's gonna make me go off.
Unplug my cord from the
Oh, that's good. I got it all out.
Lord.
Got it all out. Got it all out. Praise God for the release.
No, can we just say, I just gotta go